When the spiritual leadership team was exploring this theme of finding holiness here, all of us were excited about music as one of our most transporting, most powerful portals into an experience of holiness and uplift. And as Shulamit began to share some of her Torah in those conversations, it became clear that she was the one who needed to be teaching us tonight. Thank you, Shu, for saying yes.
Thanks for asking. And thanks to my whole team. Speaking of teams, you're my biggest team. I say the word team with so much endearment. It is a dream to be practicing finding holiness here with each of you in all the many realms in which we're gathering. Tonight I want to offer a story, a practice, and a prayerful call to action. And my story tonight will be told with the help of a melody, a Nigun of the Baal Shem Tov that's been with me this year. So, nearly 30 years ago, I was on my first solo road trip, waterfall hopping from Missouri to a wedding in South Carolina. And one night I was setting up camp in this big, beautiful creekside camping ground. I was stoked at my success in following an actual map to this site. And then night began to fall. I built a little fire for warmth and company, my sleeping bag nearby under the night sky. It started to get darker, and the trees becoming looming shadows. And I got a little scared. I was the only camper in this whole area, deep in the wilderness. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I felt increasingly vulnerable and anxious. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. God forbid someone or something wanted to do me harm. Hi, 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 hi. And shakily, I found my resolve. If harm came for me, I'd fight like hell for my life. Hi, nai, nai, hi, nai, 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 nai. But if at some point my fight was futile, I wanted more. I wanted to go out with some pocket of peace, the ability to surrender and connect to something bigger. Reb Zolman taught that we should pray the Shema, listen, God is one, all is one, every morning and every night as if it might be our last, because we never know. And there I was in this Tennessee wilderness, all alone in what could be my last night on earth. So I went for it. By my little fire, under the towering trees and sky, and I chanted under my breath, Shema Yisrael. And it was awkward. I mean, my mind was still racing, you know. My body was shaking a little. And I tried again, more slowly, breathing a bit deeper. Shema. And it occurred to me to actually listen. Take in the sounds, the songs of life around me, the crickets, the frogs in the creek, the rustling leaves. I chanted again, and I got flooded with this feeling of love and appreciation for the people in my life. I chanted again with more vigor, adding my voice to the creatures of the night. Hi, nai, nai, hi, nai, 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 hi, yi, nai, 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 hi, nai, 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 nai. And now I'm actually seeing people before me from every phase of my life, and I'm blurting out, I love you. Thank you for loving me too. I'm sorry for that unresolved mess we left. We all have some, right? Please forgive me. I really wish we had more time. So much love, so many tears, plenty of regrets, and even some laughter because the absurdity and the perfection of this exercise in what turned out to be communal prayer. I was most definitely not alone. Hi, nai, nai, hi. Hi, nai, 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 ya, nai, nai, nai. Hi, nai, nai, hi, nai, 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 nai. I felt connected to something bigger. Beneath the blanket of stars, embraced now by the tall, shadowy trees, at home on the earth, my heart open with my beloveds, singing with the crackling fire, the crickets, the frogs, the babbling creek. I felt at one mint, I felt God. I surrendered into the holiness of that place. I found my pocket of peace and sleep. Nai, 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 nai. Okay, you guys want to try something? Want to be trees in the forest together? We can be each other's trees, stars, creek, crickets. We can be each other's beloveds. However anguished or impatient or joyous or grievous or scared we may be, we're in it together. When I bring myself to prayer, to singing, like trees bridging earth and heaven, I want to open to that vertical flow, feel myself in my selfness. Shall we try feeling the earth together again? Rooted while seated or laying down, You can press your palms on a surface and lift your fingers, or join me in standing and rooting like a tree. Well, trees are, shaped in every which way, at every which height. But join me if you want and can, standing like a tree, rooting, feeling gravity's pull. If your weight is on your feet, you can press your feet down, but try lifting your toes. Thank you, Sandra Razielli. Feeling Earth's support. And now, if you will, inhaling up from the earth beneath our bodies, through our kishkis, and exhaling up into the heavens. Please do breathe at your very own pace. And you can try drawing down a breath from the treetops and the heavens, pulling it down through your body, releasing it, exhaling down into the earth. Breathing up from the earth, exhaling into the heavens, pulling a breath down, exhaling into the earth. How's that feel? Trees also give and receive generously to each other, branches and roots alike in concert, in communication with each other. So let's breathe in and out through our trunks, our hearts, opening to offer kindness and welcome to one another. To receive the presence of someone perhaps beloved to us, or brand new, but also part of us, part of the whole forest we make together and with creation and with anything we can see or hear or sense in the field. Another invitation. Our whole body is our instrument, our resonating chamber. Let's give it a little love. You might try, as it works for you, a gentle roll of your neck. Maybe a squeeze of your shoulders or a roll of your shoulders. A wee circle of your hips. A gentle bounce or tap. The more we can relax, the more koach, the more strength we have to draw any amount of breath available to us in. And the ability to steady ourselves as channels that our prayer songs are pouring through. Our breathing affirms our aliveness, and singing is simply voicing through our breath. There is no wrong way to sound. Your raspy or trembling voice, your soaring or quiet voice, your out-of-tune voice, your harmonizing voice, your I want to spare y'all my voice. your I just want to let it wash over me listening voice all belong here in our musical prayer. So let's try a little something. And as always, make yourselves as body comfortable and safe as you can along the way, shifting your posture as you're so moved. Echo after me. Oh, let's breathe. Haya, Hai na 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 Ai ai na 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 Ai na 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 Ai 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 nai 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 Ai ai nai 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 Ai 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 yo Ai 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 Beautiful. Now, if you will, let's sing and practice listening, hearing one another. You may hear resonance. You may hear dissonance. You might hear the voice of Shekhinah, or the cricket, or the fire, or the babbling creek. Ay, 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 ay. Are you listening? Ya na na na, ya na na na. Ay, 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 na 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 na. Ay, na. My teacher, Hazzan Jack Kessler of blessed memory, his first yahrzeit now, trained his students to sing the meaning, not the melody. Sing the meaning of the prayer, not the melody. So if finding notes of the melody is ever hard, forget about the notes. When we sing with words, embody their essence, even if you just pick one word to focus on its essence through a whole long prayer. When we sing without words, anything's possible. The Baal Shem Tov Nigun that helped me tell my story, I didn't have it 30 years ago, but it's already carried me through so many moments. Again, from feeling alone and scared to feeling connected and at peace. It's held my grief, losing beloved teachers, Rabbi Bert, Hazzan Jack, and opened me to feel their presence. And in the face of rising, terrorizing fascism here, and the horrific decimation of Palestinian lives and life abroad, this melody has met me in my anguish, offered a cathartic release, supporting me to keep paying attention, to take action in the face of despair, to reach for my beloveds in all the different ways they're impacted there. A melody can carry infinite stories. Is there a story or a feeling that you want to presence and hold? Allow it room to breathe and maybe even transform. Let's pour these into our prayers and melodies together, our voices, our deep listening, a channel for our deepest prayers as we practice finding holiness here and everywhere. And when we keep practicing together regularly, singing, praying, we'll build this collection of touchstones that can deliver the spiritual medicine we need, even when we're not overtly practicing, sometimes like a whisper or a splash of cold water. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 yo. So, my dears, as we enter this new year, may our collective and prayerful song nourish and strengthen us. May it shake us up like the earth this morning. May it shake us up. The earth sang this morning. Shake us up from our despair or complacency. Help us face our complicity. Complicity, that's the word. Help us discern what is in our power to do personally and collectively, and act on our prayers even as we contemplate what is beyond our control. Singing together is a form of resistance to the oppressive systems that want to silence and divide us. Whether we're in shul, on the streets, in a house of mourning, or around our kitchen tables, to lift our voices together across the diversity and multiplicity of our experiences is an act of holiness and defiance. In a world that says, numb yourself, numb yourself, numb yourself, let us choose to feel our way through prayer, feel our way through life. In a world that says, silence yourself, let us choose to sing and exercise our voices. In a world that says, it's too late, we say, Hayom Harat Olam. Today the world is being born anew, and we're showing up for it. We will show up, fight back, love harder, lean in, learn from our mistakes, please God, and we will rest when we need to. And when we're scared or feel all alone, let us listen for who and what else is singing in our forest. Let us find our still small voice. Take a breath and dare to lift our voices up in song together. Haya, hananaina, all together. Hananaina.